Can you guys hear the train? I have no idea. I have noise isolation on. Oh, well, it's over anyway. Good morning. How you all doing? It is the 26th of November. Sunday. It is peak for package delivery because, you know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, followed by the holidays and all that stuff. So loaded up today. Gonna have a nice long 8 to 10 hour drive delivering. My favorite type of day. I also finally ordered like a very high powered light because the sun drops at like 4:30, 5 o'clock now, so it gets real hard to see, like house addresses and the labels on the packages and stuff. Fortunately, it won't be here for like a day or two, but that'll be awesome because then I'll actually be able to see at night. Currently, I have to use the flashlight on my phone, which is not very bright. I could bring a regular flashlight, but you're already carrying packages and you have to carry the phone in your hand because you have to use it to scan and take the pictures. So having to hold a third thing would just be a pain. So having the headlamp would be great. I actually have one already, but I got it and it was really cheap one. It was like a dollar store one or something. It was a little nicer than that, but it was like, it's not very bright. Not bright enough to illuminate a light. This one has like 3,000 plus lumen bulbs on it, so should be dope. I'll definitely show it in the video once I get it. But the weather's great today. It's cold, but it's overcast, hence the nice diffusion light on my face right now. I love overcast days. They are my favorite as far as weather goes, maybe next to like snowstorms. But as far as like a standard day-to-day, overcast, cloudy is the best weather. It's great lighting. It's never too bright. You're always kind of in the shade, but kind of in the light. Something about it's just calming, which is nice to me, I guess. Yesterday we went to that party. It was a lot of fun. I didn't talk about it much in the outro yesterday because I was tired. It was an hour drive away. So by the time we got back, it was bedtime. But it was a good time. My daughter's like finally being more social, which is great because we were worried for a while because she was very antisocial isn't the right word, and shy is not quite the right word either. Because she goes around other kids here and there, some of my friends' kids that Lindsay also babysits. So she like has interactions with other kids. And the one she's familiar with, she's like, oh yeah, let's go, let's play. But when we get her out in, like if we go to the park at the mall or like a regular park and there's other kids around, she'll like, is that another kid? They're getting too close to me. And then she'll like hold on to your side. So we're trying to break her of that slowly. And hopefully sooner rather than later, because she turns 3 in like a week. So she's finally starting to get out of it. And yeah, she knew all the kids going to this party. But even when she knows kids, when she shows up somewhere, my hair is a mess, she would still take like a good half hour to an hour before she would like play with them. She would like grab a toy and kind of play by herself, hoping one of them would invite her to play. Last night, she like it still took a little warm up. It was still but after like 10 minutes, probably less than that, maybe even 5, she was already up playing like, hey, let's go, let's run, come on, let's do this. So that was great. And then she played, the more important part is she played without me and Lindsay near her. Like we were in a whole nother room and she was going to town. They were all in the basement playing with a bunch of toys and stuff. And that I just realized the radio was on. That just made me very happy. Because I was a very shy kid. So making sure I'm not repeating, not that, there's nothing wrong with being shy, but she's not a shy kid. When she's with just me and Lindsay, she's a rocket. So I'm not trying to force her to be outgoing. She is outgoing. She's just new to the action of being outgoing around other people. So it's not like trying to change her personality, because that is her personality. It's trying to make her comfortable in her own skin. So hopefully it continues. We got her birthday party coming up in 5 days, 6 days at this point. So it's just been the cool thing about the holidays is you kind of have so many repeated instances of interactions with other people. So she's getting more and more comfortable. And of course, now that I have this newer job, I have more free time and when I'm off work, I'm not stressed. So we've been doing more like trips to the park, trips to the mall, not even to buy stuff, but like to walk around, go to the little kid park in the mall, stuff like that. So we're getting her out a lot more too, which is awesome. That's enough tangential conversations. Today is going to be a pretty easy day. I got a big route. It's the beginning of peak week. But it's not really a huge route. I tend to be pretty efficient. I'm one of the faster drivers in this company. And it's not because I run fast or I walk fast or I'm just better. It's not. It's because I'm more organized. Everything back there is cataloged by a place. So when I get to a stop, I don't even have to think. I know where the package or envelope or box is that I'm grabbing. So for me, that's the most important part of the job, because if you have, today I have 128 stops, which is not a lot. A big route's like 160 to 180. I kind of consistently hover around like the 140 to 150 range, just because where I deliver. There's a lot of like complexes, whether it's let me not get too detailed, but it's a lot of complexes where there will be a bunch of stops in one area, so it categorizes it as one stop when really it's like technically 12 or 15. So because of that, if you were to split them up, I'd actually have like 212 stops, but so many of them are clustered, which is why it ends up being like today 128. So it is a big route, but it's not really a big route, because for those 15 stops, I'm in one spot and I have all the packages in one bag, so it's not wrong. But efficiency, I'm so organized back there. I know where everything is, so when I get to a stop, if you have 128 stops a day and you take 5 minutes to find the package, 5 minutes times 128 is a couple hours. If it takes you 10 seconds, you might spend 30 minutes a day looking for a package, cumulatively. So the difference is really in organization. Plus, when you're super organized, you don't have to hustle. You don't have to run. You don't have to speed walk. You can literally, sometimes I even try to like go a little slow just because I get paid hourly. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but I don't think my bosses watch this. Sometimes I try to go a little slow just so I'm not like way ahead. And even then I'm still averaging 20 to 25 stops an hour. And I'm not trying to. It's just the organization. Your day is 100% set when you leave the station, how the back of your van is organized. But yeah, I think I've talked enough. Let's I guess transition away. Nighttime. Not only nighttime, raining. Pretty much 10 to 20 minutes after I stopped the first recording, it started raining. It's been raining the rest of the day. Not the worst thing. Does make delivering a little bit harder. Finished the route at my main job probably about a half hour ago. Now I'm just door dashing, trying to make a little extra money on the side, Christmas time and all that. I'm gonna make this kind of quick because I got stuff to do tonight, but I've been making headway on some of the programming I've been doing, and I'm not close enough to I'm not at a point yet where I can make like an actual video about the game app, whatever I'm working on. I'm kind of in the introductory stage where you're working on the game engine, and I've been mulling it over, and I think instead of going for the game I want to make right away, I'm going to build the engine, and while I'm building the engine, make a game that's similar, that's much less involved, that will help me develop the engine and help me kind of get a feel for where I want to go with the final game. But that way I can kind of make another little game on the way there, maybe have another 2 little games on the way there, just because I really want to flesh out a good game engine.
this is probably in the weeds, so if you don't care about programming, you can cut out now. But if you do, game engine, there are a lot of pre-made engines you can use. There's Unity, there's Godot, there's GameMaker, there's Metal. Oh, well, Metal is more like a library. But the point is, there are plenty of Unreal Engine. There are plenty of engines that already exist that I could use. But I really want to do something from the ground up. Not because I don't think those engines are good. They're great, phenomenal. Half the AAA games that exist now are made, if not most of them, are made on some pre-existing engine. However, I don't want to just make a game to sell a game. I want to make a game to it's like my hobby, programming. So making the engine myself, doing all that is kind of like I'm really going to get in the weeds here, learn every part of the development process. Plus then I know how every single part of the code works. I can tweak everything exactly the way I want. Yeah, it's like reinventing the wheel, so there is there's a lot of repetition as far as I'm writing code that I wouldn't have to write otherwise. But I think the idea of making an engine for a small little game and then adding to it so I can make a slightly bigger game, and then adding to it so I can make an even slightly bigger game, then I'll kind of have my own engine over the years that I can continue to improve on. And I think owning the whole stack is really cool, especially for somebody who isn't working at a studio that needs to make sure it runs 100% no matter what. So kind of that advantage of, I'm a small guy, let's act like a small guy. But I think that's it. I'm gonna go, because I'm actually in the middle of a delivery, but I pulled over to record this real quick. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.